नमस्कार सर, नमस्कार. लाडसाहेब, आपण आज पुन्हा छत्री तलावावर पक्षी तर निघून गेले, पण या पक्षी इतक्या व्हेरायटीचे इथे पक्षी येतात आणि मग ते कुठल्या कुठल्या याच्यात विभागल्या जातील, क्लासिफिकेशन म्हणा ना वाटतं. तर ते क्लासिफिकेशन आमच्यासारख्यांना जरा कठीणच जाते.
अच्छा,
आता तुम्ही अनुभवी आहात, त्याच्यामुळे कदाचित आमचे ज्या काही शंका असेल त्या निघून जाईल. तुम्ही प्लीज आम्हाला पक्ष्यांचं क्लासिफिकेशन कसे करतात ते सांगा, आणि इंग्रजीत सांगा किंवा मराठीत सांगा.
बरं बरं, मी असं करतो, इंग्रजीत सांगतो.
थँक्यू सर, थँक्यू.
Shirishkumar Patil.
हाँ बोलो.
As per your suggestion, I will talk now on classification of bird life. We all know that birds are backbone animals. All vertebrate or backbone animal life in the world is divided into two classes: warm-blooded animals and cold-blooded animals. Warm-blooded animals are those whose blood keeps a constant temperature and is little affected by the temperature of the surrounding air. Cold-blooded animals are those whose blood temperature changes with the temperature of the surrounding atmosphere. Warm-blooded animals are further subdivided into mammals and birds. Mammals are those which are covered with hair, bear live young and suckle them. Birds are those which are covered with feathers, lay eggs, and as a rule incubate them with the heat of their body. It is the method of classifying this group of avians or birds that we are concerned with. Birds are very easy to define. They are the only feathered creatures in the world. At first sight, it might seem that all birds have most characteristics, but a closer look will show that, in fact, the bird life includes many forms which are very different from one another, and sometimes which seem to bear very little relationship with one another after all. A tiny hummingbird which is not bigger than a man's thumb, and the ostrich which stands as high as a pony or small horse. It includes the birds which can fly thousands of miles, and the birds like penguins which cannot raise themselves off the ground. It includes the birds which use elaborate nests like weaver birds, and some birds like lapwings lay their eggs straight on the ground without any preparation. It includes the birds which require highly specialized food like flower nectar, and the birds like vultures which feed exclusively on carrion, that is flesh of dead animal, and the crows which eat practically everything except meat. It includes the birds which make two long distance migratory journeys every year, and some birds spend their lifetime in the vicinity of one garden. It includes the birds like domestic hens whose chicks start running about and scratching for themselves as soon as they are hatched, and the birds like parakeet and eagles whose chicks cannot leave their nest for several weeks. And finally, it includes the birds which seem to be unable to live away from the company of man, and some birds retreat and become extinct as soon as the humans make inroads into their domains. How it is such a conglomeration to be reduced to order? Aristotle made first attempt to bring some sort of system into the animal life, into the classification of animal life. The next big step was taken by Carl Linnaeus, a Swedish naturalist in 18th century, whose system, with some modification, is being universally used today. So that all bird life is divided into main 27 orders. For instance, the order Cassariformes include most of those birds which live in trees and with which we are likely to be more familiar. While the order Siconiformes includes all storks and herons who spend their lives near the water, and the order Anseriformes, it consists of a swimming bird like ducks, geese, and swan. Broad category of order is again divided into families. Family is a group of birds which share some strong characteristics such as the similarity of shape of beak and claws and movement and habits. For instance, the order Passeriformes or perching bird includes 40 families, among which are the flycatchers, crows and sunbirds. The group which comes next below the family is genus. It is much smaller group than family, which includes a number of closely related species. The important part of the genus is that it provides the first part of the scientific name of each species. For example, there are several different species of crows possessing some common features, but they are all grouped under the same genus Carvus. The final division in the classifying the group of birds is splitting of the genera into species. Species is a recognizable natural unit. The test for inclusion in species is interbreeding. A species includes the similar birds which are capable of breeding with each other and reproducing their own kind. So, every bird can be placed first within its order, then in its family, which is narrowed down to its genus, and last of all, it can be exactly described by being placed in its species. There are altogether about 8,650 species of living birds in the world today. While in India, 1,200 species representing 75 families and 20 orders. This is the high number and represents a great variety for single country. The reason for this is that we can boast a great variety of climates, from moist tropical to the cold Arctic of Himalayan ranges, dry hot desert climate of Rajasthan, and cool climate of Philippine Ocean. We can provide dense jungle, light forest, open area, cultivated agricultural land, sea coast, river beds, rocky cliffs and high mountains. We can provide different types of ecological habitats to please the taste of hundreds of species. Mr. Kumar Patil, I conclude with the sentence that the birds we see in India are a splendid cross-section of the total bird population of the world. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.